Welcome everyone to the Overwatch All-Star Brawl presented by Star Esports, a double elimination tournament dedicated to the Overwatch Tier 3 community, powered by OmniCoach. Visit omnicoach.gg and use promo code Star Esports for 10% off your next video order. Today we have Magna Terra versus Winnable on match 10 of the losers bracket. Chase, and I'm joined here with Chase, aka Sci-Fi. Chase, how you doing, man? What's
Chase. I'm doing great, dude. I'm excited to be casting another one of Winnable's matches. Bowie has become a big friend of mine. He's a very aggressive main tank, and unfortunately, Reinhardt's kind of being shifted out of the meta. He's a very good Reinhardt, so unfortunate to see him on the horse. But yeah, we're gonna be moving into the match soon. It will be Junkertown. How you doing, Mooney?
I'm doing good. I mean, Reinhardts have had their time, though. They've been in, like, every meta since the beginning of the game, except Dive, but, like, come on. I think it's time for Reinhardt to just, not be around anymore.
Whoa, that's toxic, dude. I honestly feel like Reinhardt's one of the most simplest heroes, and it's kind of sad to see him be moved away.
That's toxic, dude.
What are you talking about?
You calling Reinhardt players simple-minded people?
I mean, it's just not a mechanically... it requires you to move around your team more, and you see a lot of the aggressive Reinhardts because they're enabled by their teams, not necessarily because they're... It's not like the most mechanically rewarding hero, but I'm honestly really sad because I feel like Orisa, while she does take a little more skill, she's also very reactive in the way that she plays, whereas Reinhardt is very proactive. You go in, and the more Chad you are on a Reinhardt, generally, the better you do.
The more Chad, is that like a new phrase now in the...
No, it's just like, you gotta be, alpha to be...
Alpha.
To play Reinhardt well.
Reinhardt's the more of, like, the tanks, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
He's the Brigida.
Yo, don't say that about my girl, Brigida.
Brigida means Omega Law. But I definitely think that Reinhardt being shifted out of the meta is kind of huge, because you need to take on another main tank, and Orisa's kind of in that placehold, and she's a really good main tank on her own. She doesn't have the mobility of Reinhardt, though.
I'd also like to point out that both of these teams have spelled the words poo-poo with their symbols. The cool thing is Magna Terra have P, the Pacific P, and then they've used the Overwatch symbol for the O's. Whereas Winnable have gone a different route. They've using the Philadelphia Fusion for P, and the O's are Vancouver Titans and Gladiators, respectively.
You just had
very
to
interesting,
up.
very creative.
That was no insight in the gameplay we're about to witness, but just the poop. I know what. That's what we're here for. We're here for all that good juice.
The good juice.
The poop.
Yo, why not?
Because we're professionals, man. Like, come on.
Oh, no.
How are we going to get in the Overwatch League if you're over here saying poo-poo on our cast?
Oh, no. Alright, so Junkertown's going to start, and it's got a lot of wide area to start out the map with. You got Orisa probably going to be played, a lot of Widow, maybe some Hanzo. Teams are ready, so we will be getting into it. Winnable is going to be on the red, and Magna Terra going to be on the blue. I am very excited for this series. Noonie, let's get professional. No more poo-poo.
No more poo-poo. How about some bread for both teams? Because both of these teams are going to be trying to fight to get the bread at the end of each match. Junkertown's one of my favorite maps, personally. I think just the big open sightlines just gives you so much, just chances to play, Widow or Hanzo. Just any long-range hero, you just have such beautiful sightlines here, from spawn all the way to the even defender's point. I just love sniper. I love aiming heroes. No more goats, no more 3-3. I just want Widow, please. That rhymes, so you know it's
good. I love seeing more Widow, and looks like we will be seeing Widow on both sides. It's going to be Ford on the Diva. He's been a very good Diva player, and we've seen Winnable win a couple of tournaments recently, so they're not a team to be messed with. This will not be a very easy losers bracket for Magna Terra.
We also see Magna Terra recently. They're kind of just They've been playing pretty well, so let's see what they can do. We have seen a lot of Winnable, though. I remember casting a couple of games with Forward Momentum and Russian
Cows. Yeah, Russian Cows is kind of crazy. Yeah, Bowie is nuts. Bowie was the guy that we were seeing with the Arisa.
Right.
Harry Happa going to be calling a pause in the chat. PP.
You see, we're talking about all these like. Never mind. I'm not gonna bring it up. We didn't pause the game immediately because we thought it was a joke, but it was actually.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke. I thought they were memeing on us again. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, so in the Discord, Magna Terra have also changed their names.
Please stop talking about fecal matter. For the love of God, we're not gonna get any cancer. We're not gonna get any.
They've also changed their names to Poo Poo.
We're not gonna get any sponsors. You need to stop, dude. We need sponsors in this.
They won't clip this. They won't. You wouldn't dare.
Blackmail.
Don't find me. So the reason Please don't find me. I get paid so much.
The reason for the pause is someone was using their webcam mic, and you know what? That is a pretty okay reason to pause the game.
Oh my god!
Webcam mics for just any game at all. Like I'd rather you just buy a headset, but you know if you want to use a webcam mic and I can hear like your fan and everything, that's cool.
All right, they're ready. They're ready.
All right, here we go. They're 1 second on. They're about to be at the spawn doors. And here we go.
Yeah. It's going to be Russian Cows on the Hog. Russian Cows has been an amazing Hog with those hooks. Wasn't surprised to see him swap to that. Got a very tanky lineup on the side of it.
We do have Widows on both sides. Ooh, Jay gets hooked by Russian Hogs. Russian Hog gets really low, though, however, getting pulled back. Nico does go down, but he gets res by Organic. That's a pretty good res there. That does bring him back into the fight. But he doesn't really have the sidelines they need. They need kind of high ground here.
Oh, keep an eye out on Zeus.
Ooh, Zeus goes down by Harry.
And now they have the flank. They have the flank potential. They're going to need to be really cautious of this. It's just going to be Nico 1v2 against these snipers.
And you do have the hooks coming in from Rose. There goes Nico taking down Organic, but there goes Russian Cows getting a hook on the Rose once again. You do have... Ooh, Happa is absolutely uncontested at the moment, just shooting left and right, trying to get any shots they can, and that's what they're doing. He's really going for the shots, gets Jay demeched, and Organic does take Zeus out of the fight, so now they're kind of pushing this without any trouble, really. Winnable is just having a field day out here.
Yeah, really nice res from Iron Crit, but unfortunately, they weren't able to heal up Garms on the Arisa. Garms going to be swapping up to Goats, and it looks like we will be seeing that typical Reinhardt Goats with the Zenyatta. They're going to try and just not siege the point, but just like, attack the point head on, Maverick style from Top Gun.
Maverick style from Top Gun.
Yeah.
It seems like they definitely need to be really aggressive here on the side of Magna. You really just need to get on this point because Winnable is going to toss a dragon your way. Organic's going to get a two-piece. Ooh. That's clean right there. Going for forward, getting Nico. You really need to be aggressive here, but it seems like their aggression kind of went down and dwindled because Organic just stopped their push in its trails, getting them a team kill.
To be honest, you weren't expecting to win that fight. They used 2 ultimates, and you don't have any. They're going to be able to recontest, though, I think. Maybe. Harry Happa going to try and stall them out with that Widow. Oh, Organic going to be taken down. This is really good for them, but I think they can touch this as well.
They might be able to. They do get pulled onto the point. They have a... Ooh, the bomb doesn't find any value ever, but you still have Russian kills with the whole Hog taking out Garms right out of that fight. And we see that, you know what? Winnable is really aggressive on this point. They know that, like, if they get pushed, they stay back a bit, and then they wait for their chance to engage. And that's what's winning them these fights here. They're waiting for their chance to engage, and they're taking it gracefully.
Well, thank you, Analyst Noonie.
Thank you. I know. I'm like a double, man. I don't even know why you're here. You can go ahead.
I'm just gonna leave, bro.
Leave the PC, buddy. Oh, he actually left. What the heck?
Just kidding. No, yeah, they're playing really well with their advantages here. We're gonna see a swap up. Organic gonna be playing the Sombra. Russian Cows on the Ana, and Harry Yap are gonna be playing Zarya. They are going to be playing the Sombra Goats in this matchup now that we have gotten to this kind of congested third point. there's not a lot of high ground or places where they can really hide. So they're gonna pick the tankier comp with the more aggressive main tank.
Is there like a nickname for Somber Goats, like Soats or something like that, or is it just...
Stop making it one. It's just Somber Goats.
Ooh, the Diva Bomb goes in, doesn't find a lot of value, does split up the team a bit. It does give him some space here. This Arya has a lot of charge at the moment onto the side of Magna, so this is really good for them. Zeus is charged up and is ready to go. They go into the hole, and this is where a lot of this like AoE damage is going to really matter here. The Graviton goes in there. You do have a lot of aggression coming in from both Garms and Zeus, so that's really good. They're cleaning it up here, and it looks like they're going to push back the rest of Winnable's team into spawn. And let's see if Russian Cows can get out of here with that charge he has at the moment. Or not Russian Cows, but Harry Happa.
Harry Happa, yep. No, they're going to be just fine. They dry pushed that. They didn't use any ultimates because they didn't have any. And Russian Cows had a really nice nade there, but the grab from Zeus was just too much. And to be honest, you're kind of expecting to lose that fight coming out from Winnable. Now they have a bunch of ults. They're going to grab this.
Ooh, here comes the Graviton, however. Going in, getting Garms with the pin, with the hammer down coming in from Bowie. Game blocked off. Does get one person ever coming from both sides. Bowie and both Garms do get a hammer down. They get forward down, but it looks like Winnable is just going to be able to push this just a bit better. They're going to be able to get that hammer down and get some value out of it.
Yep. They push that really aggressively. They use their ultimates. V-Rose going to be swapping to the Ana here. They do have the beat and another grab coming up from Zeus that might actually save them here. There's the grab. It gets 3.
There's a Somber hack. It even has the grab. The beat drop coming in from Momentum, however, getting them a lot of healing here. And they can be aggressive as they can. Barnes does go down. There goes the main tank. But there's a big anti-grenade onto Bowie and the rest of his team. So you really need to play kind of defensive here until that anti-grenade wears off. The hacks are trying to come in from Jay, but he just can't find them. So it looks like they're going to have to just hammer down onto no one, but they still get the point.
Yep. Really solid push coming from them. Winnable knew their win condition coming into that third phase. They went for the swap immediately after capping, and they saw the win condition. They dry pushed, which was super solid, baited out Zeus's grab because they needed to use that as a win condition. They used their ultimates on the second push. It was so successful that they got ultimates for the second push right after, and that ended up winning them in the map. And I want to say we highlight, Bowie, Ford, and Russian Cows so much, but man, Organic and Momentum have been cleaning up that later half of the map, and I'm honestly, everyone on Winnable is such a highlight reel.
Definitely. I mean, both sides have really good healers at the moment. We had some big anti-grenades getting dropped on Winnable by Bowie. Like, Bowie was getting antied in the middle of a very intense fight, and it looked like it could be the end for him, but he would realize when he had to pull out because he was anti-grenaded and realized, like, oh man, I'm going to go down if I stay in this fight.
Yep.
But both, supports on both sides is just very strong at the moment. And the tanks as well. We do see a lot of picks coming from Organic, however, on that Hanzo, which was very clean. But you still had the tanks being aggressive as all hell, which really just allowed them to be able to push that point pretty well. I liked it. I like seeing that kind of aggressive play style coming from these teams.
Me too. Organic, yeah, it's been super. One of the jumps from Ford. Look at Ford.
He's like torpedoing, but look at Harry. Look at Harry Momentum. They're just like hiding, waiting for their moment to peek out and snipe them.
Ooh, that's sneaky.
We do have snipers coming both from Harry and Zeus, so we can see
who
will win that. And Harry goes in with the damage boost, does get the pick on the Zeus. Zeus gets res by Iron Crit right in the spawn door, so he'll be right back into that fight, which is good for them. I mean, they might have been able to save that res, but that's fine if they can get it. Organic does get the pick onto Iron Crit, however, so now they really just need to find a pick onto the other team's Mercy, onto Momentum. If they can find it onto Winnable's Mercy, they can win that fight. Russian Cows does get Jay with a hook, and Bowie's going to be able to push up without that second tank on him.
Hey, Noonie.
Yes.
I think I smell a full hold.
You think you smell a full hold?
I think I smell a full hold.
I think I smell you might be right, but I don't want to call it too early.
Yeah, that's true. Only a couple kills and they can cap first point, but holy moly, Harry Happa seems to be on another league than Zeus, and the Widow is just. The Widow and even Organic on the Hanzo have been doing so much work here. You can see the disparity in ultimates.
Oh! And Zeus once again. Well, Harry has the better positioning at this moment in time. He has the shields, even though that Zeus has the high ground. Harry has this potential to be very unpredictable outside the field right here.
True.
He can go anywhere he wants. He can stay on the payload. He can go on high ground. He can stay back. He also has that pocket coming in from momentum, so he can really do what he wants here. The dragon comes in. That's absolutely huge. Does a lot of damage. Takes forward out of that fight, even with the immortality shield. Here comes the dragon once again into the spawn of them, trying to hold them back. Organic does take the pick on the Garms and Jay. Zeus gets Harry, and now Organic gets the pick on the Iron Crit.
Iron Crit was trying to try and kill Organic, but Organic takes him down.
Ooh, Zeus! There he is. He's going on.
All right, that's gonna win them the fight. Oh! Another amazing haul coming from Bowie.
Such a beautiful popping off spree just ended by Russian Cow and his hooking ability.
Yeah, he's like, stay humble, bro. Stay humble.
Stay humble. Harry Happa looking for the pick on the left side. You do have, well, you have Nico here. He might be able to fight Harry on the right side, but he doesn't see him in time, so Harry does get the pick. Organic and both momentum in the back line trying to dump damage into him. Meanwhile, you do have Zeus on the left side trying to get the pick on the Harry. You just have a lot of people. You have a lot of people to fight here. Momentum's going left side. Can Zeus see him? The Zeus gonna realize, oh no!
Oh, Organic!
Not enough time. Rose kind of jumps off the map, kind of falls off for a reset. And it was a very good push coming in from Winnable. They came in and they saw what was happening. They were like, we'll go on the flank from the left side, we'll take them out, and we'll be able to recap the point. And that's exactly what they did here.
Yeah, it's just the star power coming out from Winnable. They have so much good talent on this roster. It's hard to name a star that really is highlighting. I guess Organic has been kind of popping off even when Harry Happa got sniped there. But, I mean, Russian Cows is doing so much work there. Oh, he survives the halt hook.
Here comes the dragon coming in from Organic, splitting the team off a bit. I feel like that could have been... Ooh, that does give him some space here. Happa goes down to Zeus. Well, Zeus goes down to Happa once again. Here comes Nico with the blade. Well, with the dragon and with the whole hog. Harry Russian puts an end to Iron Crit, however. Harry does get 2 picks. Oh, there goes Harry popping off.
Get Garms off the payload, though. The race are going to be really hard, even though they use the ultimate.
It's a C9. Garms is pushing the payload as far as he can, but...
It's a race!
Oh my god, can they stop him?
This is not
yeah, they can.
Harry goes down. This might be huge. If they can recapitalize on this, unless Momentum get the res, but it doesn't look like he's going to go for it.
I don't think they have it.
Ooh, someone's got to touch on the point. They do have the damage booster, but if someone can touch that point, here comes the hook. Here comes the Transcendence coming in from Rose. That might be able to give him some time to stall that point. That's going to pick on Organic. Zeus goes down, however. Now they can't stop Harry, who's in the top right, just laying down damage on them. They do have the Immortality Shield, which is giving them enough time. But Magna really needs to figure out what they want to do here. They really need to know where they want to get these picks from. Because Winnable is showing some dominance here. They do have the Wrecking Ball that's kind of moving the team around. Organic gets the pick on the Iron Crit and stops his res. Once again on the J as well, stopping their Tracer. And now all you have is just Grims. Oh, Garms, man. He's trying to hold. But it looks like Winnable is going to be able to take that map on map 1.
They full held, and just a really solid display coming from Winnable. Yet again, just a big highlight reel. You love to see it. Forward on the Brig. Get that crap out of here. What are you doing on Brig? Oh.
You know, it's really going to suck, because Goats is going to be like kind of a dead meta in a bit.
Yeah.
So all this high level, you know, Goats gameplay or 3-3 gameplay we see is going to be non-existent in a little bit. And it breaks my heart, but it also makes me happy because, man, I did not like Goats that much.
Yeah.
2-2.
Got the Brig play of the game, Jan's game in the chat. And, oh, Noe. Gonna be going to map 2. Can Magna Terra pull this back? I think possible. I think they need to move their comp a little bit, maybe towards the Goats matchup. The Goats seem to be pretty good on the defense that map, but God, the halt hooks coming out from Winnable just so good. I think that Magna Terra have a highlight player that possibly can win them a map or 2 in this series, and that's going to be Garms on the main tank. You didn't notice this because the Widows were, you know, was kind of losing a lot in the Widow battles, but Garms was getting some really good halts off when they were using the Dragon. There were a lot of Dragon halts that were killing momentum on the map. Those were really powerful. and you can definitely use those. You know, the Dragon Halt combo to like win fights just on its own.
Yeah. And speaking of valuable players, a little plug-in here, we do have a system called the Twitch MVPs, where you can, at the bottom of the page under the screen, you can choose one of your MVPs from both Winnable or Magna Terra, or even both of them if you want to vote some extra bits. So either if you see your MVP now, or you want to wait until the end of the game or the end of the match to vote for your MVP, you still have that option until, well, about the last map and when we're all done. So get those votes in. Vote for who you want. Who do you think is your MVP at this moment? It can change later, but who do you think is your MVP?
I think Organic is my MVP at the moment.
Organic?
It's a tie between Organic and Russian counts, but I think Organic's been popping.
Yeah,
Organic's been hitting a lot of good shots on the Hanzo, and it is a really hard hero to like get a lot of headshots with. He has a certain trajectory, and it takes a lot of skill to actually hit those shots, especially because his abilities are kind of different. You have to aim differently. His left click is a projectile that goes up a little bit and then has a big fall off towards the 15 to 20 meter mark. Whereas his storm bows are almost like a hit scan because they don't have any fall off.
Yeah,
and, they're a bit hard to use. You see a lot of players that are like good on either or ability, but not a lot of players that are good on both. And you kind of have to be good on both to be like a really solid Hanzo player. If you're not, you should probably pick another hero, right? So
yeah, because Hanzo does have that kind of curve onto his bow. He has kind of a learning curve. Once you figure out where his like drop of his arrows are, you can land some pretty nasty headshots.
Yeah, he's got a learning curve. His bow has a curve, and his trajectory of his arrows has a curve.
Everything's just.
Could you say that Hanzo is curvy?
Can you leave the voice call?
All right.
It's gonna leave again.
I had a good run. It was nice.
It was a good run. All right. Well, he's back. Hanzo's definitely one of the high skill cap heroes. You do need a lot of aim with him. Some people would argue that Hanzo before the Storm Arrow kind of changed, that he, Scatter Arrow Hanzo was kind of a really just easy hero to play, but you still have to have good aim with him for him to be actually functional in the team comp.
I am liking this composition coming up from Magna Terra here very much. Oh no, they're going to be playing the Lucio. Unfortunate. I really like the Bat. Bat has like a lot of heals, but they have Rose on the Ana. Be really good. So just going to be playing the Sombra. Both teams playing Sombra, actually.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One small change. Winnable does have a Tracer, so they're not running real goats, and that's kind of what's costing them here, because they don't have that goat's potential. You're really losing that fight here. And that's why Magna was able to get this so easily, because you didn't have that goats v goats running at each other headbutting. All you had
we're going to be seeing some swap change. Harry Appa going to be playing the Zarya. Ford going to be going to the Rig, and that this is what happens on Control. If the enemy team has a larger comp, has a tankier comp, and you have a DPS comp, you're almost never going to win that unless you play very slowly, but you're going to lose point percentage as well. You need to be playing with these fights and winning them quickly, but also stalling fights out when you're defending. That's what really Goats is good at, so you need to swap onto that.
Yeah, and you even have like this kind of mirror combo. Ooh, Bowie with that pin. And here comes the Sombra hack and the Earth Shatter. Hello, hello. That is huge coming in from Garms, who earlier in the match we were saying was some really good main tank.
Jay down though.
Proving it here. Ooh, Jay does go down, but you have a launch charge on the Harry Happer who can just kind of push him away from the point. Garms really needs to figure out what he wants to do here. His shield's gonna break, and here comes the Nano just to give him that more aggressive stance. He's going in and he's trying his best. Going for the pin, tries to get on Russian Cows, but Garms is just so powerful. Bowie in the back line does get a hammer down on the Diana. He does pin Nico, and Nico goes down, but Bowie pays the price for that.
Garms and Russian Cows are 1v1ing in the back, and it's not going so well for Russian Cows. They're going to be able to stall that out, but all that percentage goes to Magna Terra, and as I was saying, this Goats composition working very well. You know, Organic has the EMP though, so you got to be caution of that. They're probably going to win this fight.
Oh, yeah, you really have. Ooh, here comes the EMP.
Oh no!
The beat drop as well, trying to lead both teams on here. You do have Ford who has the Brawley who's going to pop it right at this moment. As soon as I say that, you do have Harry with the Zarya Graviton who can pop that off and grab all the people. But remember, Garm still has that hammer down. He still has that shatter. It can be huge if Bowie decides to drop his shield. Oh, but he doesn't wait for Bowie to drop his shield and gets deflected. Ooh, this is looking it's looking really good for Magna. Or it's looking really good for Winnable, but at the moment Magna is just dropping like flies. They have to regroup. They do have 99%, however, so this is looking pretty all right for them. It's not the best, but it's still good.
Yeah, they can cycle these ultimates, but the thing is, Zeus has the trump card. Zeus has EMP, and that could win them the fight on their own. They have to make sure that they keep momentum away from that EMP, from the EMP range, so that he's able to use the beat drop when they get EMP'd. If he uses it before, it's going to be useless. So he needs to make sure that he's hiding. He's moving a little further back, but Zeus
here. Oh, the EMP gets stopped by Ford. Oh my God, absolutely huge coming in from Ford, just denying that EMP entirely with one good stun. Absolutely huge coming from Ford.
Wow, they just win the fight off of that, and with 40%. You know, Zeus might able to get another EMP back, but holy moly, that play coming in from Ford might have saved them that entire game. Ults are completely in the way of Winnable now, and even though they're stuck with the opposition at 99%, they're feeling really confident. They have the Graviton to engage for this next fight to build up ult percentage as well. Oh, but Somber goes down, Organic goes down.
Now you don't have a Somber for the other side, but Organic's at 87 to an EMP. This could be huge if he comes back in time and builds it up. Here comes the Graviton, here comes the pin. Bowie doesn't find anyone in his pin, and he gets slapped in the background, which costs him his life.
Oh, the sleep!
The sleep onto Garbs, who's nanoed, and it's just going to start going down. It's ticking down. The clock's done for it.
Oh!
It goes down as well.
Brilliant play coming in from Winnable. They're going to win this fight, and we're going to be down to last fight territory. I think the Lucio might be able to touch it, or Zeus can touch, but Zeus has EMP. They don't want to hack him out of it. 90%.
You really need to, like, Organic, here comes with 30 EMP on the left side.
That didn't do anything.
That looks a little questionable for them, but you still have Zeus who might go down here with their EMP.
Oh no,
very low health, but you're losing your tanks. Zeus has to pop his EMP now, or it's not going to matter. He does get it off, but it's too late. A lot of his team's already down. A lot of them are antied on Winnable's side, though. They might be able to get some damage here, but like I said, Magna doesn't have anyone up at the moment. So that EMP is completely just not going to be able to work for them.
Wow, that stun coming in from Ford, I think single-handedly won them that fight. Winnable taking their name to the next level here. And as we get into Control Center, I'm really wondering how Garms and his crew are going to have to take that. They have to shrug off that loss. It was so close, but it seemed so far away at the end. They need to take this fight slowly, and they need to play like the last map didn't happen.
Magna definitely was like, they were really aggressive on their push, and they caught basically Winnable with their pants down. They had this Tracer who was just not good against a Ghost comp. So when Goats went v Goats, they just lost that fight almost immediately. Now we still have kind of a mirrored comp here, almost the same thing. The hack does go on Iron Crit. They might be able to find some value out of that, but he might pull back in time, so that EMP or the hack will go away. And now you have just a lot of damage. Garn's really going in there. The anti-grenade is kind of huge. It does get momentum, so momentum's going to have to pull back here. But you just have a lot of trading of damage right now. It's almost whoever's first at all. Nico goes down. Bowie does take down B-Rose. And Zeus goes down and gets forward, but you only lost too many people on Magna's side. You have to regroup and pull back.
The good thing, though, is that you've kind of sacrificed your Brigitte damage onto Nico for Zeus, and Zeus almost has an EMP. Zeus has been farming. He actually does have the EMP, and he's going to be able to survive even though he got his hacked out here. This is going to give them a really big next fight, and I think they're going to just be able to take this, provided he doesn't get stunned out again.
Yeah, if he goes
they're going to be able to swing this fight again, and honestly, I think this EMP is huge. Watch for this.
Yeah, this fight's going to enable them to be as aggressive. Here comes the EMP. Here comes that hammer down on the forward. They really need to take him down here. It seems like he's very low, but
no.
Kappa is fully charged and is not allowing anything to go down around here.
See, the problem with Zeus I don't even think it's Zeus's problem. I think it's just Winnable doing so well. They absolutely know that they got farmed by Zeus's Sombra, so they played around it and played so separately. And Zeus had no, you have no way to group them up all over, you know? You just have to use it. So use it on 2 people. They got the shatter off, but the nano came through from Russian cows, and this is just going to go so well for them.
And the hammer down coming in both from Bowie and Organic, getting it huge here, and they're cleaning up on Winnable's side. And just like you were saying, yeah, Winnable really knows how to bank their ults for a really good fight. That's just going to stop them for a while. I mean, Magna's just going to have to regroup and think about what they want to do. Because all they have is a Nano and maybe a Graviton sooner or later. They're going to get it right now, and they really need to make this Nano plus Graviton combo work. Because Jay doesn't have a lot of charge here at the moment.
Coming down to the last fight.
Here comes the Graviton.
They solo grab Bowie.
We need the Nano. The Nano needs to get on the Grims, or Garms, my mistake. And it really needs to give him that extra damage. It goes on to the Zarya, but the Zarya doesn't have much charge and is going to get pinned by Bowie. Sent out of the map. Ooh. And it looks like Winnable's going to take map 2 as well.
Yeah, they peeled off of the point. Lucio and Zarya went for the Sombra. They made sure to get that sleep onto the enemy Reinhardt. And Winnable just going to take it. Bowie going to be getting the play of the game this time. Oh, this was just... They were hacked up and everything, and he's just stuck swinging.
Look at this man's sensitivity. Absolutely huge. Just, he's swinging all right.
Oh, no, moment. Oh, Iron Crate, you don't want to talk about that, please.
Call that a brum.
Cut the tape, guys. Cut the tape.
A little bit of a brum moment right there.
Yeah. So, Winnable going to be up 2-0. Kind of expected, to be fair, with how successful Winnable's been in past tournaments, but Magna Terra really pulling through that first point, playing really well with that Goats. Just unfortunate that they got caught with that Sombra getting stunned.
Yeah, definitely. Magna Terra really they were looking strong on round 1. They had that to 99%. They were looking clean, and then just because they had the advantage. Winnable came out with a Tracer. And you know what? The Tracer just didn't do well against the Goats. But Magna Terra, however, still had the Goats strong and running. So they had that first point to 99%. But then Winnable kind of changed up their comp to 3-3 to Goats. And they just kind of fell apart a bit on the Magna side. But they were really strong at the beginning. So hopefully on map 3, they can bring that back. That kind of strength from them.
God, that EMP coming from Magna Terra's side, it just makes you think about how good Winnable is coming into this tournament. They absolutely saw the win condition from Magna Terra and how they were going to win the next fight, so they planned around it. They played in packs of 2 instead of clumping up the Goats, and when the EMP came through and it only hit the Brig and the Rhine, they were able to pocket Bowie, and they were able to peel for him and get a really nice nade off onto Garms, and then just finish the fight from there. It's so impressive to see teams actually know win conditions and be able to track ults effectively at a T3 level. And I'm really excited for them coming into contenders, coming into like Open Division and Trials, because I honestly feel like this team does a good job. Does like a way better job than some of the contenders teams that are in North America right now.
Yeah, their ult tracking is just wonderful. You can see even the ult coordination on both sides, even with just like ultimates aside, abilities from these teams are absolutely huge. Russian Cows with his hooks knows when to get them, but I think one of the most MVP like moments we have to look into at this time is Ford with that stun, that absolute beautiful stun in the middle of an EMP. It was like he knew it was going to happen. He was waiting for it, and once it finally happened, he just bashed them, stopped that in its tracks.
Yep.
Honestly,
it was a really freaking fun map to watch, and I hope that we get a really good third map. Magna Terra are going to be trying to swing back into favor after those 2 map losses.
Honestly, I think Ford won my MVP with that moment. I'm gonna be real.
Who?
Ford with that just.
Oh, the Brig. Yeah.
Done. I think that won my MVP. That for me, I don't know about you.
No.
Okay, well, your opinion is wrong. It seems like we are going to select a new map at the moment.
Yes, we are.
So let's wait for that.
Oh, it's going to be Hanamura. What are you doing?
What do you mean? You don't like Hanamura?
No, why?
Why don't you like Hanamura, man? It's just...
Why, Magna, Terra? Why?
Why do you not like it? Give me some, like, actual reasons. Don't just be like, oh, I don't like Hanamura. I think Hanamura, in my opinion, is more beautiful than Oasis, but that's just me.
Ooh.
I mean, what do you have? Do you have these beautiful pink, just cherry blossoms dropping?
Them's fighting words, Noonie.
No, all you got over there is some, like, water and some cars. Here's just...
Are you prepared to die?
Are you prepared to fall on your sword for
Are you prepared to fight for this opinion?
I'm behind it and I will die. I mean, Oasis doesn't have arcade, that's all I'm saying.
Ooh, that's very true.
And a ramen place, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, people's opinion, the people's court kind of rule Hanamura as a Chad map, an A+, if you will, in the tier.
Okay.
S tier to your F tier Oasis. But that's... And let's see what both teams run here, because this map honestly allows for a lot of comps. Bunker comp is one of the most, one of the biggest comps I see run on this map a lot, because it's just such a hunker down kind of map. You only have one way for the enemy team to come. It's either...
It really is. I'm interested to see what teams are going to be matching up. We see the Ashe come out from Zeus, which is really nice. Ashe going to be really versatile in the way you snipe. Also going to have that really potent ability, the dynamite.
Yeah, you also...
a lot of tanks. Going to do a lot of percentage.
Now, I don't know if this is like a troll pick.
Then you're going to be able to get a lot of ult percentage, which is really good. Nico going to be playing the Hanzo too. So really, it's like a double sniper bunker.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is a troll.
We're going to be playing the Symmetra.
Yeah, the Symmetra.
They're waiting to scout for organic.
What did they?
Or they'll be swapping to the Pharah. Nope, they're still deciding which comp to play.
What's going on here? I was wondering if Ford's Symmetra pick was like kind of a troll, but I've seen on Hanamura.
It'll be Ford on the Baptiste. And Harry Habit's going to be following the Ashe. Russian Cows on the Hog. And what I really love about Russian Cows is I can't hear game sounds for some reason.
Can you hear me?
His hooks are great.
I don't think Chase can hear me.
Dooney, are you there?
Hello. Oh no, I don't think he can hear me. Okay, so anyways, while he's kind of just reconnecting, trying to fix that problem, we do have Organic on the top round, gets Garbs right out of that fight, pushing him back on the point. Bowie, Winnable just got so aggressive here in the middle of our kind of technical difficulties, and they got onto this point almost immediately. And now at the moment in time, we just have all this damage coming in from them. Winnable kind of just charged on this point, didn't really care. Organic back on that Hanzo once again, like we saw earlier, and just absolutely destroyed them. They're going to need to get back on that point, however, to cap it, but it seems like they have at the moment. And it looks like just that aggression coming in from Winnable just gave them that point. Now, you did have Magna who tried to hold with that, or who tried to hold at least with all that, that kind of bunker Ashe comp, but it really didn't do much at the end because they kind of got pushed in, they kind of got flanked, and it just kind of lost them that fight. But it's okay because it seems like they're going to switch it up to kind of a dive comp here, which is kind of good. You can really play this strong here, but you just need to try your best to get these picks off. Organic is very strong here. If you can take down Organic in this fight, you will win it. You do have the Ashe grenade in the back. You do have him on the high ground with Ford's Immortality Shield. The anti-grenade is also up there, getting some massive damage. Both Jay and Barnes are just kind of hopping back and forth. Bob going onto the point, going to be able to cap a bit, but he gets left almost immediately by Rose. And now you just have this kind of no-you kind of fight, bringing back damage between each. Garms is kind of holding this point by himself. He's the only one on the point at the moment, with Primal Rage getting pushed back a bit by the Bongo damage booster and the Russian Cows kind of whole hog. So that's giving them a lot of damage. Jay dropping on the point with that little bit of a Wrecking Ball. That's just for a bit of a stall, but they might be able to get some damage because Russian Cows is antied at the moment, but it seems like the anti ward off. There goes Jay trying to boop off once again, and it looks like he bought his team enough time. He bought Magna enough time to get back on the board, but Winnable's just so aggressive with all this damage. Ooh, here comes the plays from Nico. It's looking for something at least. He does get the Ash. If he can get one more pick out of this, it can't be huge. Here comes Iron Crit with the Transcendence, giving up Nico up alive a bit more, but you still have Ford with that damage booster, with the damage shield, so he's trying to find what he can out of there. Guards, it's Nano. They're holding this amazingly. Magna is just stalling for their lives here. He does get taken out, but there comes Zeus onto the point. The Organics there. V-Rose trying to stall for a bit longer, but in the end, Winnable is going to take that point. Absolutely huge. That was just a big stall coming in from Magna. They kept swapping heroes, the Wrecking Ball, and even that blade from Nico, getting those couple of picks there, plus the Transcendence from Iron Crit, just allowed them to have that much grasp onto the point. Seems that we still might be having technical difficulties.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm here.
Hello.
Hooray!
Do I get paid double?
Yeah, that was a really solid attack. I caught the end of it. My headset just stopped working for some reason, so I had to figure it out on the fly. And I really guess you didn't need me because that was such a solid attack coming from Winnable.
Yeah, I'm getting paid double for that, by the way. That was kind of analyst / caster. Yeah, I was trying to say I wondering if Ford Symmetra was like a full pick, and I kept like hearing you talk over me. I'm like, is he being mean to me, or is he like can't hear me? And I remember I tried to talk about like what was happening in the game, and he responded. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. But welcome back. Nice to have you back.
Technical difficulties, bro.
And a production.
It almost never happens to me too. I don't understand.
Yeah. Matt, do you have a wireless like headset? Is that why?
No, I don't actually. It is wired.
What company? What brand is it? We can't actually. No. We might need those brand sponsors for later on in the stream. So
yeah, I don't want to mess up any potential brand sponsors. Yeah. But whatever sponsor it is, whatever brand it is, it's the opposite of the one that we're going to be sponsoring soon.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's the competitor. Yeah.
The straight competitor. Well, it seems like Harry's going to run a May here, and Organic's back on that Hanzo once again. It's looking a bit of a dive comp here. You do have Nico on the Genji once again. Nico's Genji at the end of the first round of Hanamura was pretty strong. It did get him a good blade and did take down their Ash. But someone's already on point already. Who's that? It's just Zeus trying to get a little bit of the point at the moment, but he's gonna head back. Kind of a little bit of a debate, if you will, kind of a gotcha moment.
What's really funny is there's this like little battle between Organic trying to get some shots off on this wall. And Iron Crit's constantly wall riding and booping him off.
you can see it happened again. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Iron Crit's like, hey man, you can't. Oh, he's
gonna
run away again, but Iron Crit being definitely very dominant on that, trying his best to boop him off. Momentum's getting the res on the Ford, however. Bringing back Ford is absolutely a huge move. Jay's the neck. But Magna definitely needs to seem like they want to run the dive comp, and they were running it pretty well before, so they really just need to get their foot in the door, and then once they get their foot in the door, just shove their entire body in there, and they will be a-okay getting onto that point.
Yeah, I mean they have Zeus's EMP coming up, and Zeus has been one of the biggest MVPs of Magna Terra here. The EMPs haven't been so effective because they've been playing so spread out, but Zeus is so good at getting this ult charge, and whether it's because he's really good or because they're really just not focusing him could be one thing, but Zeus is ready. Unfortunately, Iron Crit gets picked off. Kind of unfortunate. Yeah. They're waiting for Zeus to get in position, and he really is. He's in a really good position to get 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, you do have Organic here, who's just playing the high ground pretty well. Zeus, on the other hand, does have that EMP. He's just kind of sitting in that little doorway, if you can see him. He's just waiting for his moment. Waiting for his time to shine. I think he's waiting for the blade. Nano. Then here comes the EMP. Question mark. No EMP, but the Mail does come out. Nico does get momentum out of it. This can open up a huge push for them. Magna's trying their best. They're looking for what they can get. You do have a May kind of fight with Nico versus Harry, so let's see what they can pull out here.
This didn't go the way that I was expecting it to. I expected the EMP to hit, but I think Zeus got really low and had to translocate out.
Yeah, I definitely was waiting for that.
Nico on the Genji going down here.
Ooh, I was really waiting for that EMP Nano Blade. I thought that was going to be the win all at that point, but it just didn't come out from Zeus, and then it just kind of fell flat on its face, but that's okay, because Iron Crit just got a 2-pick already. Well, it did get res by Bowie, however. Bowie got right back up.
Yep.
but they can't. They do have enough ults coming out here again. Here comes the EMP of the beat drop. Primal Rage from Garms is going to be ready to go in a minute, so he might be able to pump that off. They do have the point. They're holding it as hard as they can.
Yep. Oh, here you go.
Ooh, Jay does have the Diva Bomb. He can pop it when he needs it. He's very low, though, so this is going to have to be kind of a Hail Mary from him. Iron Crit getting a 2-pick on the both Organic and Momentum. Ooh, here comes the male. Holding back the point a bit. Is this actually going to save Magna, or is this going to save Winnable from losing this point? They might be able to, but it looks like they only have 2 at the moment, so they're probably going to have to pull back.
Yeah, this looks like a solid attack. Kind of last minute, but the coolest thing about the composition coming from Magna Terra, look at their alts. Zeus, EMP, V-Rose, Nano, Nico, Blade. He goes down here to Harry Happa's Tracer, but here's the deal. EMP, Nano Blade. That will win you nearly every fight in the entire game, no matter what.
Yeah, if they really get if Zeus can get the EMP off this time, those combination of ultimates are just going to be a game changer. It's going to be
Zeus is already in their back line trying to go for that EMP. Everyone is clumped up in this small area.
This is a huge Nano Blade opportunity.
Push the button.
Waiting for Nico to get that Nano, and then he's going to go straight in. Here comes the EMP. Nico gets the Nano onto the Blade, and he goes to the left side. That Dragon coming in for Organic. It just stops him in his track. Organic, once again, proving how dominant he is on that Hanzo. Just shuts down the Nano Blade in its tracks. That's gotta hurt if you're Zeus, Nico, and V-Rose. That just combination of ults, you just lost to one Hanzo. That's gotta sting a bit.
Yeah. I talked about that winning every fight in the game, but unfortunately, Organic is just so strong on this Hanzo. He just took out the Genji himself. Kind of a brother-killing act there, but going to be playing the standard goats now, swapping to a more tankier comp. They're going to need to win this fight or the next one, or they're not going to have any time to cap or contest the next point, and it will go to oh, nice eat.
Here comes that from Jay. Organic does get the pick on the Nico, but they're going to be able to push up there. Garms is antied along with the rest of his team. So this one's going to be kind of a close call. Ooh, but that Nano on a Bowie who has Primal Rage, he might be able to go clean up that hallway by himself if he gets Garms out in the fight. And that's exactly what he does. He goes down there with the rest of his team. Organic getting a pick on the V-Rose. Harry getting down on the Zeus. They're kind of running the GOATS comp now. But what we saw,
they booked them off.
Yeah. Ooh, there goes Jay. But what we saw from Magna is they do know how to combine their ults, though. They know how to coordinate that well. So if they can do that once again, maybe with V-Rose onto Garms with the Nano and Diva Bomb from Jay, they might be able to just go onto that point and take it entirely.
Yeah, they have a couple of ultimates to use for this next engagement. The problem is, for the rest of them, they're really going to have to stall this game out. And that you don't have that kind of time. Organic getting a headshot.
Ooh.
Takes Zeus right in the head.
Zeus is only 50% until Graviton. Garms does get the pick on the Harry. Nico falls off the map, but you can still have a chance here. Jay also off the map. They have to regroup here. This is a lost fight already.
Kind of cute, though.
Ooh, what did you say? Hold up, bro. Hold up, wait a minute, come on. All right, cool.
He's being kind of cute.
He's kind of
cute, okay?
Okay,
He's
but
being cute, okay?
I see your meme there. But B-Rose and both Garms and Jay all have the ultimates. This could be the point, like, they can win here with those ultimates. They have to push for that choke for the Dragon Blade. Here comes the hammer down. It does find on the Russian Cow. Both Diva Bombs in the air. Jay's not allowed to find anyone. Oh, this is heartbreaking. Your Zeus has charged up. He can step on point, but he won't last long. And maybe, just maybe, Iron Crit's going to be able to stall for a few seconds, but it looks like, yes again, Winnable is going to take map 3.
God, can they just lose a game so we can cast longer? It's kind of ridiculous. 50-minute series. Come on, Winnable.
Winnable just, I don't know, man. Organic once again to play the game.
He gets nanoed here, and I think he takes down the Zarya too.
Oh, that was a clean hit right there for Organic.
Oh. All right, I think Organic takes the MVP. Guys, make sure to vote for your MVP. We'll be announcing them very shortly, but hopefully we'll be getting an interview with one of the people from the staff.
I think
from one of Winnable.
Yeah. Winnable. I think Magna and Winnable both played very well. It just seems like Winnable just had that point, had that communication, just like I think they had the strength of their DPS, is what I believe. Because he did have like the blade coming in from Nico, but just Organic was so dominant on that Hanzo and on that like Doomfist. It seems like that's kind of what lost him on Haramura, was just not having a very strong DPS.
Yep. All right. I don't know who we have coming on to the interview. It was Bowie, but also Harry was wanted to come on too. I guess it'll be Bowie. What's up, Bowie?
Hello. Hello.
Good to have you back. Another interview.
We interviewed you like a while back.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
A couple months ago. How you guys?
Can you guys lose a map? First question: can you guys lose a map so we can cast longer? Because this 15-minute cast was not fun.
No, one of our players had work, so we had to finish up quick.
Such a answer. What up, dude?
Come on, man.
It's true.
One of my guys had work, so we just...
Dude, he had work. He had to finish it up.
All right, second question: how are you taking the Orisa meta? I've noticed. I know you play a lot of Rhine. I actually watch your stream pretty regularly, and I know you're a good Rhine player. But how's Orisa?
Orisa's pretty boring, but I guess I'm pretty good at her. I mean, if it's for the team and I'm trying to get that win, and they tell me play Orisa, then I'll play Orisa and I'll try my heart out. So
noble words from a Rhine main, honestly. Hammer swinger man.
Yes, rectangle boy.
Rectangle boy. How do you guys think you played against Magna? Like, what do you guys think was your like weaknesses versus their like strength?
I think we just said like, F it, we're gonna go in there and just do what we usually do.
Yeah, you guys seemed like you were very aggressive on your pushes when they had kind of a more defensive play style, and you guys had full advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, if someone was low or like someone died, we'd just go full int and just call out targets. Yeah, I mean, whatever we needed to do, we did it. So
true,
very true. Who would you call your MVP on your team today?
MVP?
Yeah.
Let me lean back in the chair. Let me think. I think Harry did really well.
Harry, what was your going through your guys' mind during when Ford just absolutely stomped the Sombra's EMP with a stunt from Vegeta?
That was massive. Yeah.
That was massive. Yeah. What was comms like? Was it just like, oh my god, what the? Dude.
Well, I just hear Ford scream, "I stopped EMP," and the rest of the team is just calling out targets while he's like freaking out.
He's like, "I stopped the EMP! Stop the EMP!"
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you guys recording the matches like on your POV side?
Me particularly, no.
Oh.
I don't think anyone else is.
We'll never get that. Yeah, you guys should. I kind of need to hear that comment. Just mad.
You guys should, and like ping us on Twitter or something. We can get it out there because
most of our downtime is just like mid game. Most of our downtime is either just like putting in a quick joke or just wondering like what's going on.
Yeah. If you guys had to choose an MVP for Magna, who do you think is like your MVP? Kind of your enemies, like a friend of my enemy is my friend or whatever.
I'd say Zeus. I think Zeus did pretty well.
Cool. Zeus and like Harry's both like Widow kind of 1v1 was kind of fun to watch though.
I think that was interesting.
Watching the back and forth.
Back and forth.
There were some good games though.
No you.
Are we gonna get to see a tally of the MVP votes?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I think your team agreed with you. I think it is Harry Hampa.
I swear he pays off everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, the MVP of the match is going to go to Harry Hampa. Congrats, Harry. You people thought you were good. PogChamp, you were very good. So yeah, I think that's the end of our thing. We do want to thank our sponsor. We do have OmniCoach. So yeah.
Oh wait, do you want to shout anyone out?
Yeah, you want to shout anyone out before I do this sponsor?
Any shout outs?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hi, Rosie. There you go.
Oh.
Aww.
Wholesome.
Who's Rosie?
Wholesome. Who's Rosie? Yeah.
She's a loyal viewer.
Oh, loyal viewers. Dab. All right. Well, thank you for joining us in the interview. Chase, any more questions, or is that about it?
I think we're good. Thank you guys for stopping by. Yeah. We appreciate the audience as always. All 44 of you guys that are still remaining after the post-game interview. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting the tier 3 scene, and yeah, congrats to Winnable for moving up in the bracket. I think you guys have at least top 4, but this tournament's kind of stacked, so I'm rooting for you guys. You guys always make matches really fun.
Yeah,
thank you. Appreciate that, man.
And we also need to thank our sponsor, OmniCoach. Visit omnicoach.gg and use promo code STAREsports for 10% off your first video pack order. Maybe you guys can, if you watch that, you might be able to play like Winnable. I don't know, I'm just saying.
Ooh, true.
OmniCoach. Use code STAREsports, 10% off.
All right, we're going to call it. Thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you, Bowie, for the interview.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe.
Good night. Bye-bye.